All right, so right now I'm looking at a heather gray cat. So heather gray cats could be significant, heather cats in general. I immediately channeled Sweet Dream by Beyonce. Um, and that's what told me that this was going to be a love reading. This message is going to be, what is your person going through mentally and emotionally? The first card for this connection is the Two of Swords. You two could be in separation or no contact. There could be a lot of telepathy. Okay, this card says mild whisper. So it happens to be the Two of Swords, but there could be a lot of communication psychically. I just heard us against the world. It's like the way she's holding the cutlass on her end and she has the cutlass on her end. It's like more of a us against the world type of energy than the traditional Two of Swords. This person this person can be a bit of an overthinker. We also have the Two of Cups. They're a bit dreamy. One or both of you could have Pisces placements. This person could be receiving some very strong confirmations that you are their soulmate. Like they could be getting visions about a wedding. Looks like she's in a white dress. Okay, someone could have like a goatee or a beard. Someone could have red hair. But this card says first birth. And I feel like for the both of you, this could feel like the first time you've been in love, and that could sound very cliche, but at the same time, with this telepathic connection, it's feeling like the first time for the both of you. And of course, Spirit is saying you don't know what you don't know, and so you both didn't know until you knew, because you knew after you met that you knew. Kind of sounds very poetic. So someone here could be into poetry. I'm seeing a pool. Okay, someone could be a good swimmer. I'm definitely feeling like the feminine strongly, actually. The feminine is the high priestess in this connection. Veiled. Yeah. The divine feminine in this connection is showing up with a veil. Okay, almost like she's protecting her resources. She's protecting her... I just heard the word fortress. So this masculine, and mind you, this could be either or, right? The masculine could be in the high priest energy while the feminine is in an earthly energy, or vice versa. But I'm seeing that the masculine energy is viewing this feminine like a fortress. There's so much to discover about her. She's very mysterious. She's very otherworldly. Okay, some of you could give off Hecate energy. I don't know, the black that she's wearing is making me feel Hecate's energy. So you could give off that kind of vibe. I'm seeing black nail polish. I feel like this person, if it weren't for the telepathy between you two, they wouldn't know what you're thinking. Because you can't even see her head. If it wasn't for the telepathy, they wouldn't know what you're thinking at all. So I feel like this person finds gratitude that you two have a really deep connection that kind of feels underwater. This feels like the counterpart energy. So this could be the feminine or the masculine. This is what I'm looking at here. One of you is in the high priestess while the other is in 10 of Pentacles energy. All right, this could also be same sex, two women here. This person is thinking of collective in a very abundant way. This is like the energy when someone ducks off in the middle of the party because they need some air. Spirit's talking about how, I'm seeing a birth chart, and they're saying how the 11th house deals with more groups, it deals with more of a group, like group contribution, whereas the 7th house deals with more of one-on-one relationships, partnerships. And so there's this vibe where this person may have been around a lot of people, or there are a lot of people constantly in their energy. It's giving me Leo placement energy. This person could be the life of the party, and this could have been something that they enjoyed. Okay, maybe this gave them a sense of importance. This could have given them a lot of attention, but now there's a shift where they're actually looking forward to being alone, or looking forward to be more in that 7th house energy where it's more personal, more private, more intimate, and they find themselves thinking of you in those moments. Yeah, someone could have had a gold dress on or a black dress. Black dress with the tights underneath. Tell your fucking boyfriend that I'm not fucking scared of him. She wants to touch me, whoa. Yeah, don't trust me. Okay, the number 303 could be significant, but this person is having a glow up, hence the gold dress. Whether this is the masculine or feminine, they're having a glow up, where this glow up is having them confront a lot of insecurities surrounding trust, but also it's bringing out a prestigious side in them. Like, they're not as easily accessible as they once were, and they get that by watching you. They're you see, the head is pointed this way, so they're inspired watching this divine feminine high priestess energy. Okay, for some of you, a smaller group of you, that's going to be a feminine that's watching her masculine in the high priest energy, inspired by him, because I'm hearing stealth. Okay, very stealthy. This masculine could be stealthy. I'm also channeling Jason Statham. Okay, so transporter vibes. This person could wear a lot of business suits. They could have a very private job. This person, you know what? When I wore this shirt today, I started thinking about referees. So this person could be a referee, security guard, private driver, a chauffeur, anything to where they have to wear black and white. Now the referee is also making me think of how referee keeps the score, right? The referee makes sure that everything is just, that penalties are dealt, that everything is fair. And so I do feel like this masculine could have a very fair way of viewing things. Okay, or the feminine. It's the person that's in the 10 of Pentacles who has this fair type of energy. Okay, that could be Sagittarius placements. Okay, and the final card is the Page of Swords. Okay, and it says present circumstances. I'm trying to cover her chest, but yeah, so this person has been brainstorming. Do you see how focused she is? Like, they really spend a good amount of time thinking of you and how to, I feel like this person wants to impress you. With them being in the 10 of Pentacles energy, this is like, I want to look my best, I want to be my best. Because this woman ain't, I just heard this woman ain't normal. she's not the usual. Okay, I think that's Trey Songz. Yeah, you're not the usual. You might not be their usual type, and yet I just heard you breaking necks. You may not be their usual type, but you just, like, they can't help but to check you out. Okay, they can't help but to check you out. Someone could wear a lot of like dangly like bracelets, the ones that move and make noise. I'm hearing it actually. There's like this jingle. This is also making me think of gold hoop earrings. You could wear gold hoops. And it seems like both of you want the same thing. There's a lot of like duality here, but there's also a lot of mirroring. So as you two are both in the Two of Swords, holding that cutlass, I feel like both of you are willing to protect this connection. Both of you are kind of being private about this connection. I feel like there are people on both sides of the street inquiring about the both of you. And y'all are just, this Leo energy, that's the life of the party, is minding their own business now. And the High Priestess, of course, the High Priestess is gonna be quiet and private, right? So being very selective with who you share your business with, that's coming through. Both of you want the same thing. We have the Three of Wands, Golden Girl. So I'm hearing Adore You by Miguel, and I'm just seeing the feminine in this card. The masculine energy is kind of lost in the sauce, lost in the sheets. That's making me think of like oral. This person may want to give you oral, but either way, I do feel like this person is wanting to give to you. It's just you on this card. So I think that both of you are looking forward to this reconciliation, this rendezvous, this meetup. 7th house energy. 7th house also talks about marriage. We did talk about marriage with this person having daydreams, having confirmations of you being their soulmate. Someone, you know, whenever I use this deck, I start thinking about museums. So someone could be into museums. I'm hearing Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Fibonacci. Like someone could really be into art. Van Gogh. Spirit, what do you want the collective to know about this connection? Okay. I was just talking about art, and she looks like she's a part of a canvas. And there's kind of like this wedding dress energy in this card too. So both of you are kind of experiencing a detox, delving deeper into your creative passions and pursuits. I feel a drive on both ends. There's like a surge of energy. Both of you are blooming, okay? Spring equinox. Both of you are blooming. Okay, I just heard there were a lot of casualties along the way. There were a lot of people that were cut off in the pursuit of this connection. There were a lot of people, I'm hearing the word exiled. Okay, there were some people, this could be family members, this could be changing jobs, but it's like people were exiled out of both of your lives because there's like there's like a purge taking place. Someone may like pearls. Looks like there's pearls around her neck. What else, Spirit? The usual. Avenoir. Someone could be French. Okay, I'm also hearing patois, so someone could also be Haitian. Yeah. Whoa. This could definitely be a same-sex connection. I'm not even gonna lie. Both energies are present. Look at this. This says make peace with your past. Again, I am getting that both of you are doing this. Both of you are in a great detox. But look at this. I kept looking at this bottle. I was like, I wonder if it's going to be significant. But I didn't quite have the channel just yet. So there could be moments where you two have the full picture in your minds, like telepathically. You see the vision. You have this trust in the divine. You trust what you know. But you don't have all the pieces. You don't have all the information. And interestingly enough, you see how there's like a bottle in her stomach? They kind of look like the same liquid. And I heard, you have what I need. You have what I need. Even though there is space and time between you two, this person still feels the same way. And they feel like you have what they need. It's something that they can't live without. She has the elixir. She has the housing unit for the elixir. And they both have red hair, so there could be something to where you two kind of look alike. That soulmate energy. The number 13 could be significant. Someone could be a life path 1 or a life path 3. Okay, someone could have recently purchased a new perfume or cologne. There's this undeniable pull between you two. Oh my goodness, this message gets deeper and deeper. Spirit is saying they have the elixir, you have the housing for the elixir. And you notice how she has like branches, but she has petals. So something to where when this liquid goes where it needs to be, when the liquid goes where it needs to be, these branches become petals because she has petals. She creates petals, and branches hold petals. So in both respects, whether we're talking about the elixir or the leaves, okay, you could be an artist, while the other is more of the protector, the shield, right? She is the vessel that holds the elixir. She's more of the foundation. She keeps things stable and grounded. So I do see that both energies work really well together. Okay, I'm hearing an art installation could be significant. Art installation. Someone could be selling their art on a grand scale. Okay, I'm hearing listening party. Someone is really dedicated to their art. I remember saying this. Yeah, both of you are blooming. I'm getting this mirroring energy from the number 13 where both of you kind of feel lucky, right? You feel lucky that you met one another. You feel lucky to know that this person exists. This is bringing me back to the telepathic connection. Right now, both of you are being strong and resilient in this space. I'm hearing this space continuum. You're being resilient in the fact that this is taking time, and both of you, like, you're building your side of the street, they're building their side of the street. Wow. And really, the connection in the spiritual realm is already exists. It's already in place. Wow. just like my tattoo. I'll always have you. So Spirit is saying this is already for certain. You'll know if this message is for you. This connection is already tattooed in both of y'all's destinies, both of y'all's, I'm seeing fabric, like a tapestry. It's already tattooed to the both of you. I'm hearing tethered. Okay, you're tethered. Both of you are going to be surprised at what you two can build together because of the way Spirit had you both build your own Colosseum. To your surprise, you have a Colosseum. To their surprise, you have a Colosseum. And what you two are able to build together is just like I can't even talk about that. That's how big it's gonna be. Yeah, and it's because the both of you hold this connection very sacred. Okay, I just heard close to the chest. Both of you hold this connection in high regard. Okay, that's giving me a lot of Venusian energy, right? With this Venus retrograde. You see the circles? Kind of reminded me of time. Time is very circular, very cyclical. There's a trust in knowing that at a certain point, you two are just gonna loop. I'm trying my best to explain this, but I saw this video of two people, and they were on this rotating mat, and they were showcasing how soulmates meet each other. And basically, you may have seen this, so if you've seen this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They're both walking in circles, and they bump into each other. The first time they bump into each other, they don't recognize what it is. They don't realize what it is. So then they go in another circle. Then they bump into each other again, and they start thinking about it, like, haven't I seen you before? And then it happens again. They finally stop and like embrace each other. And so there's something cyclical about that. It's like trusting that the next time you two bump into each other, it's just gonna take off from there. All right, I love y'all. Peace.